Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I start my presentation today, let me introduce myself. My name is Yeria Yazida from Group 6. I want to explain about material from Meeting 4. This is about Chapter 2, using algebraic equation to solve problems. First, I want to explain about vocabulary. One is odd. The definition of odd is different than the normal, not divisible by 2 or the one remaining when the others are paired. An example of odd is the number 5. In Indonesia, we can say odd is bilangan ganjil. 2 even is a whole number that is able to be divided by 2 into 2 equal whole number. The number 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8 are even number. In Indonesia, we can say even is bilangan ganjil, bilangan genap. 3. Absolute value. The absolute value or modulus of a real number x is the non-negative value of x without regard to its sign. The absolute value of a number may be thought of as its distance from 0 along real number line. For example, the absolute value of 5 is 5, and the absolute value of minus 5 is also 5. The absolute value of a number may be thought of as its distance from 0 along real number line. In Indonesia, we can say absolute value is nilai mutlak. 4. Round up. To raise a number to the nearest whole number or 10, 100, or 1000 above it. For example, 338.7 is we can round up it to 39. 5. Round down. The round down function behaves like a round function, except that it always runs a number down. For example, is 3.2 equal, we can round down it to 3. In Indonesia, we can say round up is dibulatkan ke atas and round down is dibulatkan ke bawah. 6. Bisector. In geometry, bisection is the division of something into two equal or congruent parts, usually by a line, which is called a bisector. For example of line segment bisector, consider A. Line AB equals to 4 cm. A line segment bisector will cut it into two equal parts of 2 cm each. In Indonesia, we can say bisector is sesuatu yang membagi garis menjadi dua sama panjang jika konteksnya garis. 7. Centroid. The centroid is the center point of the object. For example, the point where the diagonal of the square intersect each other is the centroid of the square. As we all know, the square has all its sides equal, since it is easy to locate the centroid in it. In Indonesia, we can say centroid is the titik pusat dari suatu objek. 8. Median. Median is the middle number found by ordering all data points and picking out the one in the middle, or if there are two middle numbers, taking the mean of those two numbers. For example, the median of 4, 1, and 7 is 4, because when the numbers are put in order, this is 1, 4, 7, the number 4 is in the middle. In Indonesia, we can say median is bilangan tengah atau nomor tengah yang ditemukan dari data yang diurutkan. 9. Finite. Finite set in mathematics is a set that has a finite number of elements. In simple words, it is a set that you can finish counting. For example, 1, 3, 5, 7 is a finite set with 4 elements. The element in the finite set is a natural number, non-negative integer. In Indonesia, we can say finite is himpunan bilangan yang mana anggotanya bisa kita hitung. 10. Infinite. An infinite set is a set whose element cannot be counted. An infinite set is one that has no last element. For example, the set of whole number y is 0, 1, 2, 3, and the next will not counting from the last is what? Is an finite set as a number of elements is infinite. The set of real numbers is an example of uncountable infinite set. In Indonesia, we can say infinite is himpunan bilangan yang tidak berbatas anggotanya. Next is I want to explain the question from video. The question is create a graph of the linear equation 5x plus 2y equals 20. The solution: first we write the equation from the question. This is 5x plus 2y equals 20, and both of the side we add the minus 5x, and then we get the new equation. The new equation is 2y equals 20 minus 5x, and then both of the side we divided this by 2, and then we get the last equation is y is equals to 10 minus 5 per 2 times x. As the equation we use in for making a graph. For making a graph, we should find a coordinate. The equation we can make the coordinate with we use any given x to find the y is what. Now we choose the x is 0. When x is 0, y is 10, because 10 minus 5 per 2 equals 5 per 2 times 0 is 10, and we get the coordinate is x is, when x is 0, the y is 10. When the x is 2, we can get the y is 5, and the last we pick the x is 4, then we get is y is 0, and then we get the 3 coordinate to making a graph. This is a graph. The point of x is 0 and y is 10 is that before we counted before, and this is there are 2 and y is 5. The 3 point that we get before, we making a line of the 3, and this is a graph of the equation y equals 10 minus 5 per 2x. Now I will to explain about example 1. The question is the large of two number is equals to 14 more 3 times the small number. Find the small number if their difference is 38. The solution is first we let the small number is 2n. The second step, from the question we get that large number is 3 times small number plus 14. Now we get 3 times n plus 14. 3. The large number minus small number is 38. This is we get from the question. Now with substitution 1 and 2. Now we get 3 times n plus 14 minus n is equals to 38. 38 minus n, we get the 2n, and then this equation will be 2n plus 14 is equals to 38. We move the 14 to the other side, and then we get 2n equals to 24. And then we divided 24 by 2, and then we get n is 12. Before we say the small number is 12, we can to check it out with find the large number. The large number is 3 times n plus 14. We substitution n is equals to 12. This we get 3 times 12 plus 14 is 50. It means large number is 50. Now we check with large number minus small number. It's 38. Large number is 50 minus the small number is 12 is equals to 38. So this is a correct. So we get the small number is 12. Now example 4. Sandy is 4 times as old as Robbie is now. In 10 years, Sandy will be 6 years older than Robbie. How old are they now? First, we let Robbie age is X. We know from the question Sandy age is 4 times Robbie age. Now we get Sandy age is 4x. 4 times x. In 10 years, Sandy will be 6 years older than Robbie. Now from the noun, we can make a equation. Sandy age is equals to Robbie age plus 6. To find the x, Sandy age is 4x plus 10 is equals to Robbie age is x plus 10 and plus 6. We move x to the left side and we get 3x, and then we move the right side. This is a 0, so there in the right side we have a 6. Now we make 6 is divided by 3, and then we get x is equals to 2. Then we know that Robbie age is 2. Sandy age is 4 times Robbie age, or 4 times x is equals to 4 times 2 is equals to 8. Therefore, Robbie's current age is 2 and Sandy's current age is 8. Example 5. Jessica is 27 years old and Melissa is 21 years old. How many years ago was Jessica twice as old as Melissa? We know Jessica is 27 years old, Melissa is 21 years old, and Jessica age is 2 times Melissa age. The ask is how old would Melissa and Jessica a few years ago. First, we let x is number of years ago. So we can subtract x, or the number of years ago, from Jessica and Melissa's age to find out how old they were several years ago. With substitution the past age, we get the equation for the problem. 27 minus x is equals to 2 times 21 minus x. 2 times 21 is 42. 2 times minus x is minus 2x. Then we get 27 minus x equals to 42 minus 2x. Now we move we move the minus 2x to left side, and 27 to the right side. Then we get 2x minus x equals to 42 minus 27. This is, we get x the 15. So we get x is equals to 15 years ago. To check, we have to compute the girl's age 15 years ago. Jessica was 27 minus 15 is equals to 12 years old, and Melissa was 21 minus 15 is equals to 6 years old. Clearly, Jessica was as old as Melissa. Now example 6. The question is, two cars are traveling on the same highway toward each other from towns that are 140 mi apart. One car is traveling at 60 miles per hour, while the other is traveling at 50 miles per hour. If they start at the same time, how much time to the nearest minute will have passed at the moment when they pass each other? The solution is, we know the total distance is 140 mi apart. Fast car is traveling at 60 miles per hour. The slow car is traveling at 50 miles per hour. Thus it is, when will the two cars pass each other to the nearest minute if they started at the same time? Drawing a picture can help. It's the hint for us. This is a visualization. We draw a picture, a fast car, slow car, and x is the place they pass for each other. The distance is 140 mi. Total distance, now we know is total distance is equals to distance traveled by faster car plus distance traveled by slow car. Since the cars started and passed each other at the same time, the time they have both traveled is the same. Use variable to represent it. Now we let the time traveled by both cars to t. Using the relationship distance is equals to rate times time, our model become 150 equals to 60t plus 450t. 150 is equals to 110t. 110t to equals to 150. To we get t, we have to divide it from 150 divided 110. Now we get t is equals to 1.363636 and blah blah blah. We can run up is t is equals to 1.37. The problem asks for the answer to be given to the nearest minute. The decimal part of the hour can be converted to minute by multiplying 37 times 60 is equals to 22.2 minutes. And then the two of the car will pass off each other in the time is 82.2 minutes or 1 hour and 22.2 minutes. That's all my presentation. Sorry for my mistake and my lack of explanation. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.